All right, I'm talking to the Republicans again. Straight American heart to heart right here. I know your bubble hasn't kept out the veterans being kicked off their benefits and, being arrested for being upset and protesting in wheelchairs with oxygen tanks. Because their VA hospitals were just closed, or their doctors were fired, or they were fired, or whatever, because of Doge cuts or what have you. Or maybe it's just the people, 17 million of us, thrown off of medical care because you have your own insurance, or you're blessed enough not to have to get help for anything, which is good for you. But see, the united part of the United States of America, when you say you are America first, it kind of contradicts that. So let's just focus on that contradiction without calling you out on the contradictions. Let's look at what America is going through right at this moment. How's your medical care? How are your jobs? Do you have a job that's in the crypto world or the software world, where something that you make money on is basically a software program, so you don't even care about your computer that you may have to buy at some point, or the tariffs or anything like that, because you're in such a pocket where that doesn't affect you right now? But I'm asking you as an American to, when you go to the restaurant to eat and the prices on the menu jump up and you're pissed off at the owner of the restaurant because they raised their prices without giving any thought to, well, half their kitchen staff was just taken away because they've been in the system, going through it correctly, paying taxes out of every paycheck. But they're still in the process. But that didn't matter, that they were doing it legally, which is what everyone said they wanted in this whole crackdown on immigration, is the people who were doing it legally, who were vetted, who aren't causing problems, who were paying taxes and all that other stuff, could stay, because they are contributing members to society. And when you're talking about undocumented or pseudo-documented immigrants that are such a big part, and this is not a political statement, I'm just saying, they're paying taxes and contributing, and many of them paid more than $750 in the last, say, 15 years of them living in this country, going through the immigration process, like we're all supposed to want for them to do it legally, right? No matter how screwed up that process is, that's what we want, for them to do it legally. American to American, not political whatsoever. So picture this. An undocumented working to do it right, doing it right, paying taxes for 10, 20 years, has a family, the kids are, in programs, inventing whatever, brilliant kids, working hard, whatever. Just picture this. They're paying thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars in taxes in a family that can all get deported by a president who spent 15 years bragging about either not paying taxes at all or paying $750 a year total, as he makes 200 and something, 600 and something million dollars off his office the first time around. And again, that is not a political statement. That's just true. That's what happened. And you can research it. So American to American, who's being more American? The immigrants that their whole family was just destroyed and lost everything because they were kicked out of this country because they showed up for their legally required proper way to be an actual doing it right immigrant. They were, yeah, but they paid more taxes. Again,